VA Home Loan Video School.
Hello. If you are watching this, you are most likely an active duty member or discharged veteran of the United States Armed Forces. We thank you for your service. In return, we believe that through this video school, we will serve you by making you better informed and prepared to take advantage of what's arguably the very best home loan program in our country. This VA Home Loan Video School is split up into 4 class modules, each one lasting about 5 minutes. Should you have any questions while learning, don't hesitate to contact the homeownership professional who led you to this video. Warning: because of the volume of content we need to cover in a short amount of time, we'll run through the information in bullet points without fluff in between. The goal is for you to grasp the highlights and then contact your experienced VA loan officer for the details. Please note also that when we use the word veteran, we are also referring to active duty service members. Let's get started and happy learning. VA Home Loan Video School Class Module 1.
What is a VA loan? The VA loan is a home mortgage loan that's guaranteed by the Department of Veterans Affairs, the VA. That VA guarantee is known as a benefit. The VA doesn't lend money. It guarantees a percentage of the loan provided by a private lender such as a bank, mortgage company, or credit union. By doing so, the VA guarantee protects the lender against losses in the event of default by the veteran. Generally, 25% of the loan amount is covered or guaranteed. Who can get a VA loan? Currently, there are over 29 million American veterans and service personnel eligible for the VA benefit. All veterans who served a required length of service and an acceptable character of service are eligible. Eligible doesn't mean approved. Even though a veteran is eligible for a VA guarantee, he or she still has to be qualified by a VA mortgage lender to meet credit and income requirements. This means approval is not automatic. In order for a veteran's VA loan to be approved, he or she must have sufficient entitlement from the VA as indicated on a Certificate of Eligibility, or COE, satisfactory credit, and sufficient income to repay the VA loan and other existing debts. Important facts about eligibility for a VA loan. There's a minimum period of service required for VA loan eligibility, and these fall under 3 different categories. 1. Eligibility for honorably discharged veterans. The chart shown here indicates the minimum number of days of active duty you must have served during wartime and peacetime. For example, a veteran who served for 90 continuous days anytime during the Vietnam War era, August 5, 1964 through May 7, 1975, is eligible for the VA benefit. Number 2. Eligibility for active duty service members. Active duty service members who've served for a minimum of 90 continuous days are eligible. Number 3. Eligibility for National Guard and members of the reserves. The minimum length of service required is 6 years, and then additional restrictions apply, as shown here. Now don't lose hope if you do not meet the minimum service requirements we've just described. You may still be eligible if you are discharged due to 1. Hardship. 2. The convenience of the government. 3. Reduction in force. 4. Certain medical conditions, or 5. A service-connected disability. Eligibility of spouses. Spouses of veterans may also be eligible in certain cases. These include an unmarried spouse of a veteran who died while in service or from a service-connected disability, spouse of a service member missing in action or a prisoner of war, surviving spouse who remarries on or after attaining age 57 and on or after December 16, 2003. Check with your lender for specific restrictions on this. And surviving spouses of certain totally disabled veterans whose disability may not have been the cause of death. Some features of a VA loan. Veterans can borrow up to 100% of the purchase price of the home. VA loans have an occupancy requirement. The home being purchased must be for the veteran and his or her family to occupy as a principal residence. Deployed veterans can complete a VA loan as long as the spouse occupies the property being purchased. The occupancy requirement is also met if the legal guardian of the veteran's dependent child or children occupies the home being purchased. There are no upfront, annual, or monthly mortgage insurance premiums, unlike for FHA or conventional loans. There are no minimum cash reserves requirements. This means veterans with little or no money in the bank can still qualify for a VA loan. Gift funds from family, for example, are acceptable for any money needed to complete a home purchase involving a VA loan. VA loans offer some of the most lenient underwriting guidelines when it comes to borrowers who've experienced foreclosure, bankruptcy, or short sale. The veteran can qualify for a VA loan just 2 years after foreclosure, Chapter 7 bankruptcy, or short sale. Borrowers who are still making payments on a Chapter 13 bankruptcy repayment plan can be approved if 12 timely payments have been made, and with court trustee approval, even before the Chapter 13 bankruptcy is discharged. VA loans come with fixed and adjustable interest rates. Those rates are set by the lender, not by the Department of VA. Borrowers who are not married to the veteran and are not veterans themselves, but who intend to occupy the home with the veteran, can still co-sign on a VA loan, with limitations in the loan to value. Ask your lender for details.